Give me some Ingram. It's a coach.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
What we got? What we got?
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He'll check it down to Geis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Offside defense.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides...
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 30, past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And how about the big boy showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield. And it's third down. A look now at the lineup defensively for the Ravens. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
17 yards that time at a Washington first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. This is taken at the 23. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Haskins now off the bootleg. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set them back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 18 carries, 57 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Well, look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 21 carries, 91 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
We play to win. Let's go.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Play action. It's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if we're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. On 1st down, this is Geis. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jackson will throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the second half with a run by Geis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on third down, Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Jackson to throw. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins off to Geis on the screen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Completes this one to Meredith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now Haskins.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
I think it's okay, though. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Haskins now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll run with Geis. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Same story continues. He's the only one that's scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They start on the ground with Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd down, Haskins. Complete, Richardson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a run with Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Haskins will throw. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. on first down. Ingram, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's it, baby. 55.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Snead's got it. The Ravens on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Ingram. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, it's Geis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 8, a little under 2.5 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, an almost unimaginable 0 for 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson, and he's got Snead. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
36 to Mike. Who that?
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.